The talking points memo this evening is the federal spending controversy. It never ends. Every 3 months we go through this. You know that. It's boring. And let me just lay it out so everyone understands this. The federal government spends way too much money. President Biden, the biggest spending president in our history by far. Donald Trump spent a lot of money too. COVID played into that, but Biden totally out of control. Totally. We got to stop. And the Democratic Party doesn't want to stop because they buy votes. We'll give you this, we'll give you that. How many times did Kamala Harris get out there? We're going to give you this, kid, we're going to that, we're going to health, and on and on and on and on. Well, we can't do it anymore because if we continue to run up debt the way we're running it up, we'll have a depression in the United States. That's what's going to happen. And so we have to stop. Trump knows that. But Trump has got some big commitments. He's got to rebuild the military again because Biden just let it go. And then we got Social Security and Medicare through the roof. You're going to have to up the age, not for people getting it now, don't panic, but for the younger folk. Instead of, kicking in at 62 or whatever it is, it's going to be, 4 or 5 years later. It's got to happen. Trump doesn't want to do it. No president does, because once you get into that, then people don't like you. All right. So this latest brouhaha, and today Congress is supposed to leave. The House is supposed to leave today and Senate tomorrow. So I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, I'm taping this in late afternoon. It's still chaos. I don't know. Who knows? But every 3 months, we've got this big short-term spending bill. That's ridiculous. Listen to some of this stuff in this present bill. All right. Big raise for Congress. They haven't gotten a raise since 2009, and they're going to bring them up about 4% to about 180,000 K. That's okay. I don't begrudge that. This is ridiculous. The Washington football stadium, the Commanders, goes from the control of the federal government at RFK Stadium to the locals. Well, the local DC can't do anything. That's going to be a huge boondoggle there, a total waste of money. So I don't want that to happen. Then the State Department's Global Engagement Center, we don't need that. We don't need that. That's just millions and millions of dollars, just throwing it out the window. There's no good at all. And then there's a whole bunch of other stuff in there that you can't do this, you can't do that. It has nothing to do with spending. So Trump is right. I mean, Trump said, I'm going to quote him in a minute, but Trump is right, going, look, this is just ridiculous. I don't want to start my term with this short-term budget thing. So here he said, quote, if Republicans try to pass a clean continuing resolution without all the Democratic bells and whistles, that will be so destructive for our country. All we'll do after January 20th is bring the mess of the debt limit into the Trump administration rather than allowing it to take place in the Biden administration. Any Republican that would be so stupid as to do this should and will be primary. So that's a threat to Republicans in the House and the Senate. If you sign on with the Democratic bill, short-term spending bill, then you're going to get a primary challenge. It's going to cost you a lot of money. Okay, that's the way the game is played. So I think a deal will be made. And this always happens on the last minute, and then all of a sudden, we got a deal, It's boring to me. But it's important, I understand. So when you have Joe Biden, 4 years, carries a deficit of $2 trillion, that means under Biden's 4-year term, the government spent $2 trillion more than it took in from the taxpayer. Can't do that. And our debt now, let me just get the exact number, because it goes up every second, $36.2 trillion. You can't sustain it. All right, on Biden's first day in office, it was $27.8 trillion, and now it's $36.2. You guy's a maniac. President Trump's victory is a win for America. That's what most voters think. But Bidenomics has left us with a failing economy. I rely on American Hartford Gold to protect my savings with physical gold and silver, and you should consider that. American Hartford Gold has thousands of 5-star ratings and an A+ from the Better Business Bureau. A tax advantage gold IRA can shield you from worsening inflation. You can even roll over your 401k or IRA tax-free and penalty-free. So act now before it's too late. Call or text American Hartford Gold. Tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you for up to $15,000 of free silver on qualifying orders. Call 866-501-5201 or text BILL to 65532. That's 866-501-5201 or text BILL to 65532. Thank you for watching the No Spin News. To watch the full episode anytime on BillO'Reilly.com, please sign up to become a premium or concierge member. Visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.